Hello everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Raihanascuisines. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple ground beef recipe that can be used for stuffing samosas or making buns. So if you want to watch how to do this, go ahead and stay tuned. Let's go ahead and discuss all the ingredients. For our ground beef mixture, we're going to start off with 2 pounds of ground beef. This is lean. I never use fat, so this is the lean ground beef. I've washed it and I've left it in there to strain. As far as the ingredients, I have here half of a small onion that I have chopped. This is going to be optional and we'll put this in the end. I have here fresh cilantro. This is also optional. We'll put this in the end. We're gonna start off with 1/3 of a cup of water. I have here 1.5 tablespoons of sambal, which is the chili garlic sauce that I use. I've got 1.5 tablespoons of fresh ginger and garlic, 1 tablespoon of lemon pepper. I've got 1 tablespoon of garam masala. I've got 1.5 teaspoons of coriander powder, 1.5 teaspoons of cumin powder, and then I've got less than 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and then we're going to use salt to taste. So let's get started. So I've got my stove on to medium high here. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and add my ground beef into the pan. And the most common question is, why do you add water in there? The reason why I add the water in there is so that the ground beef doesn't clump together, so you get a nice smooth ground beef. Now say if, for example, you get your ground beef still clumps together, then what I would say is, we're going to add the water in there. Then what I would say is just put it in a food processor when it's completely done, and you're going to have a really nice smooth ground beef. My stove is on medium high right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and saute this until it is completely not pink and just completely brown. All right, so you can see here that we have all this liquid. See all that liquid left over? It's okay, don't drain this liquid. We will, as this is gonna get cooked, in the end, after I put all the spices in, I will put the stove on high for all that water to disappear, all right? So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and add my ginger and garlic in here. Now all these spices are on how you like it. If you feel like you like a bit more cumin in there, then add more cumin in there. This is just how I add it, how I like it. I've got garam masala in there too. Also, I will be doing a taste test, and if I feel like I need more garam masala or something in there, then I will adjust it. So these are just approximate measurements. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my salt. And add black pepper. You can also add the pizza pepper flakes in there to make it spicy. I'm not going to. You can add cayenne in there. Again, I am not going to. So this is basically it. I'm going to turn it on the highest mode that I have right now, and I am going to cook this until all the water is going to disappear. If you're planning to put this in the deep freezer, you want to make sure that you make this a little bit more dry. You don't want it this wet for like a samosas mixture. You want to dry this out a lot more where you don't have any of, when you do this, none of the liquid should be remaining. Now, if you were using this for like a casserole or like a tacos or something like that, then it's okay for you to leave it a little bit wet. All right, so you see here that this is done. So at this time, I like to put my onions in at this time so they kind of get soft, but they don't get soggy, too soft. Now this is for like a filling, like samosas, or I'm also going to be doing a whole lot of videos on some baked weave samosas and stuff like that. So this is what I'm going to be using it for. Oops, sorry about that. Then I'm also going to add my cilantro in here. Now, if you were freezing this, I would say don't add your onions and cilantro in there in the beginning. After you take it out and you thaw it, I would put in the onion. Just make sure and do your taste test because you want the flavor to be spot on. So we're all done. The ground beef is done. It smells amazing. It tastes amazing. You can even use this as a sandwich. The flavors are spot on. Simple recipe, simple ingredients. Please go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and hit that red button, subscribe if you haven't done so. Turn on the notification so that you get a notification every time a new video is uploaded. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Hope you can join me here next time with another great video. See you then, friends.